Welcome back guys to another video. So today we'll be analyzing NZDCHF. So please take note of what I'll be doing because I'm quite sure that it's gonna be for your own benefit as well. So here I've got the daily time frame or the daily chart on NZDCHF. So the first thing guys, I'll have to identify my lows and highs. You know I love doing these things. So here I've got my low, it's highlighted. Then also I've got my high. Okay, so we'll be able to identify other things when we are dropping into another time frames. Okay, so here now we're gonna cater for two touches or the three touches. So it will depend on what the market is giving us, guys. We don't have to force the trend line because it is going to be invalid, and that's when you'll be losing money. So you must also make sure that you draw your trend lines in a valid way. So if you can check, we had our second touch, then second touch, then that's when the market sold. So we'll be doing the very same opposite thing below here. Okay, make sure that your trend lines are nice and neat, guys, because you don't have to draw them on the bodies because it's gonna look like a breakout or a false breakout, guys. So you see now I've got my beautiful trend lines. I have elaborated everything. First touch, second touch, then third touch. So now, guys, we are switching to the 4-hour time frame. So that's when we'll be able to see the market in a different perspective, guys. You don't have to force the trend lines. Make sure that you draw a trend lines in a valid way, guys. You understand? So now I've got my first trend line here. Then here's the second one above, guys. So now if I switch back to the daily, you will see that everything corresponds, guys. You see, everything corresponds. I'm not just drawing these things for the sake of drawing, guys. Everything corresponds. You can see for yourself. So let me go back to the 4-hour and work on it. So now that I see that the price is respecting the trend lines, it seems we are on a good direction, guys. So those who are saying that trend lines don't work, they are lying to you, guys. These things do work. You see every time when the market touches this point, it sells. You see, when the market touches this point, it buys. You see every time, guys. So those who are saying trend lines don't work, they are lying to you, guys. So now you see that the market has actually touched this line or it's approaching towards this line. That's when we're gonna expect our buys. You see. So now let us switch to the 1-hour time frame and see what is it that we can capitalize, guys. So don't allow people to lie to you that the trend lines don't work. These things has been working for me for a very long time, guys. You see, so now I think we are going to have something like let me see. Okay, so here on the 1-hour time frame, it seems like I have sorted everything. Okay, it's great. So now let me work on my 15 minutes time frame because this is where I I I get my entries, guys. This is where I get my entries. Okay, so in my 15 minutes, I have got something like this, guys. I've got something like this. For those who know price action, they'll understand when I have something like this. What is it that I mean? You know. Sorry about that. Let me erase it quickly and show you what I meant when I say those who know price action, they'll have something like this. Let me erase this. Okay, so those who know price action, they'll have something like this, guys. You see. So now you've got another high, guys. So in other words, this is our resistance, guys. Okay. So in other words, the market might move this way. Isn't that we have got an impulse and correction? You see, then this is our impulse. Then here we'll have our correction, impulse, then correction, impulse. Okay, guys. So that's when the market can expect to turn back and close the gap, because the market can't just can't leave the space open like this. So then I expect the market to push to the downside up until this point. But for now, guys, I expect the market to push up until this point. You see? So now let us go back to the daily and see if everything does indeed confirm, guys. You understand? So these things are easy. As long as you are willing to learn, you will understand every bit of price action, guys. It's not that difficult, guys. So now you can finally see that we have identified our lows and highs, and everything does indeed correspond. And now we'll be waiting for the market to open. Then that's when we can switch back to the 15 minutes time frame. Okay, really is the 15 minutes time frame. So even here, if you prefer to draw your patterns on the previous market, you can still do it for when you want to practice, but it doesn't matter right now, because what matters is the current price of the market, you see. So you can do these things all day, guys, but at the end of the day, what's gonna benefit you, it's what's happening on the market currently, not what happened previously, because that's not gonna benefit you with anything, guys. So you can still have something like this. Those who want to practice, I'm quite sure that there are those who are still learning price action, and when they're doing something like this, it's gonna boost their momentum. So they all need something like this. See, so here's another trend line, guys. Here's another trend line for those who would want to practice these things. So they're gonna have something like this. So I remember also myself when I started trading, I used to go back to the charts and had similar things like this. You see, so let me throw this in an appropriate way. Yeah, I also had to do something like this, because you know that first touch, second touch, and then it's sold. First touch, second touch, third touch, and then it's sold. You see, guys, something like that. So although it is not important to go back, but for those who are learning, it can be profitable, guys. So just make sure that you understand these things, because they are very easy, guys, unlike having a chart that is complicated, you see. So when you go back to the daily time frame, guys, my anticipation is that still the market will have to push. Let me have this brush here. Okay, I now have it. Just hold on a minute. Okay, but it doesn't matter. So I think the market will have to push. It goes up. Okay, then it reaches this point, ne, for it to have a double top, ne, then that's when the market can start going back again. It comes to this support. Remember, now it is our resistance, ne, but when the market comes and breaks that line, it will no longer be the resistance, it's going to be our support, ne. So then that's when it can be able to go down, guys, you know. That's how the market moves, guys. The market repeats. You see what happened here? That's going to apply even this side, guys. So these things are very easy if you want to understand them, unlike having that complicated chart, guys. So it's gonna be easy for you as long as you try to apply the rules of price action, the 90% rule, guys. You see what I've done on the left side, even here on the right side, it's going to happen. You see, now I've got similar structures. You see, that's what's going to happen, guys. So even if you check, I've got my perfect drawings on the daily chart, ne? And of which this is where you will be able to spot your overall directions, because now you can be able to see uh, the overall trend of the market. Just like here, you see where the market started buying. It bought up until this point, then we had a correction, impulse, then we had a correction, then impulse. You see, then it came here and failed to break